Okay, so you guys learned a little bit about campaign structure, but okay, who cares about campaign structure? Well, great, my keyword's in the right spot, but what do I do now when they're not working? Or how do I tell if they're working? Kind of like what in your opinion, Casey, for me
Yeah.
speaking, I just set up a campaign, it's not showing, sucks. The heck. I got 2 sales on like 118 clicks and it's not showing. I see this all the time in Facebook groups, I just threw a lot of scenarios at you, but
Yeah. So let's say that we have, I talked through campaign structure, and I did have at the bottom of the slides kind of what to be doing to optimize them from an automation perspective. So you like in automation, the point is to essentially kind of just take the busy work away from you and allow the machine to do it for you essentially. And so basically like an auto campaign, for example, you should set up an auto campaign. Even if it's a $20, $30 a day budget, you need to start getting that data. Again, you're going to get the cheapest clicks ever through this auto campaign. And so you should go in and set it up. But what you need to be doing is you need to be looking for keywords that aren't performing well. So that get at least, 5, 10, 20 clicks and don't get a sale. So if your average conversion rate is, call it 10%, and you get 20 clicks and no sales, that's under 5. Well, it will be under, it's 5% conversion rate. That still hasn't happened. You should not be delivering for that keyword any longer.
when do you cut?
Sorry,
like,
what?
when do you? I guess it obviously depends on what the cost per click is.
Yeah.
But maybe we should give general guidelines here because that's what people want.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean,
never take general guidelines, but
yeah. So the easiest to understand is saying, 10 clicks or 15 clicks and no sales, turn it off. But if you start getting a little more specific, you would say, if I spend more than my cost threshold and my margin threshold and don't get a sale, then turn it off. So let's say that I'm only willing to spend $3 per sale. If I've spent $3 and I've got no sale, turn it off. And then, if you say, well, but if I would have just gotten one more click with the sale, then it would have made it profitable enough. And so you can give some level of risk, if you will.
You guys have a calculator for this?
We don't have a calculator.
I'm building it. All
right. No, it's a good idea. I mean,
you guys can do it too. I don't care.
We've talked about it. I mean, it's just a matter of time, but
for you too.
Anyways, so you should be turning off keywords that aren't doing well. You should be turning off keywords that, well, you'll have already managed it. So number 1, keywords that aren't getting any sales. Number 2, keywords that have low volume that are doing well. So let's say you get 5 clicks and a sale. Well, that's a 20% conversion rate. You should probably be happy with that, especially from an auto campaign. And you should break it out. So if it has low search volume, put it in your Trailblazer campaign. If it has high search volume, break it out to an exact match campaign. If it is a keyword that has gotten 1 sale, but 40 clicks, again, you should probably turn it off. So so what people do right now is they download a search term report, they go through the data and they say, hey, these 5 keywords all got 15 clicks and 0 sales. I am going to go add them as a negative. And so they go and do that manually. And you do this, you run this report every day or every 7 days or however frequently you'd like. It's largely based on how fast things are happening, which is dependent on your budget. Anyways, the point is you can go and do this every day for every auto campaign that you have set up, or you can just tell our software what your criteria is, and now it will do it for you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So
this is the only way you can print money and time.
There you go.
Because this is, let me tell you, back in the day before they had these tools, it was a nightmare.
It's a lot of time, especially.
I was just like prayers, but luckily it was so cheap that you could shoot prayers and make money.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely fair. Yeah, it's you have a lot less room for error at this point. Okay, so manual product targeting campaign I talked about.
Yeah, I fell off my chair.
Jeez. Okay.
We gotta keep them awake.
Yep. It sounds like we need to keep you awake, Brock.
I've been out for a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so manual product targeting ads. This will be very similar to. Sorry, this will be very similar to any keyword. So treat products and keywords largely the same. You know, if you're getting so many clicks and no sales, turn it off. If you are getting clicks and sales, or if you are getting sales and they're within your profitability threshold, spend more money on it. You know, make sure that you have unlimited budget. So that is manual product targeting ads. So again, you can do this manually. You can download your search term report. You can see which ASINs are doing well, and you can increase them. And you can go in there every day and pause the ones that aren't doing well, or adjust a bid, or increase the budget on the ones that are doing well. Discovery campaign. So this is where we're kind of mining for data. And so we put relevant keywords in broad and phrase match ad groups. And so what happens here is, let's say that I'm targeting toothpaste, phrase match. Well, I'm going to be delivering for those keywords like organic minty toothpaste. And so you download a search term report to see which search terms were you showed on for these different keyword targets. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to get a lot of search terms, and you're going to go look at the search terms where you got clicks but no sales. And you're going to add them as a negative, and you're going to tell Amazon, don't deliver any longer for those search terms because I'm not doing very well for them. And for the keywords that are doing well, where you are getting clicks and sales, you're going to break them out into their own exact match ad group. Because the point is, stop wasting money on clicks that aren't giving you sales, and start spending more of your focus on the keywords that are getting you sales. Pretty straightforward. Trailblazer campaign, you're going to want to pause keywords that aren't doing well, or adjust bids if the keywords are doing well or aren't doing well. If you want to focus on rankings for these keywords, you have the ability to spend a little bit more money or spend a little unprofitably on some of those keywords, and adjust your budgets. These are kind of the main things that you are going to be focused on with a Trailblazer campaign, or any exact match campaign for that matter.
Do you ever turn off your exact match campaigns when you guys are working with people?
I think that we do. I mean, I know some people will just drop it down to like a 5-cent bid.
Yeah, I basically just inversely just increase the budget and decrease the bid.
Gotcha.
And then, so that way it's just showing.
Yeah.
But I never know if that's hurting more than it's helping.
I don't know the answer to that either. I think some people
throw it out there.
Yeah, I mean, some people on our team, like, you know, we have a PPC team, and some people think one way, some people are a little more superstitious, if you will, and other people are not as much. And so some people would turn it off, and I imagine some people would probably just drop it down to 5 cents or whatever, and just say, hey, you know, if I get a lot, I can get a lot of clicks, and then get a sale, and I'm still profitable. So.
Okay, awesome.
And then, yeah, exact match campaigns, you're going to want to scale up budget. You're going to want to manage your bids. And if things stop working at any given point, then you can always pause those keywords as well. Make sense?
Yeah. Cool. All right. So if you guys got any questions about that, now it's kind of the basic logic. So let me know if you guys have any more specific scenarios. I can make some videos about that. Or we could maybe have Casey do an AMA at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, these are definitely the kind of run-of-the-mill scenarios. This is like the 80-20 rule, if you will. You can spend a lot of time optimizing the last 20%, like a lot of time. And some people do. And I think that those strategies are going to become more and more beneficial as Amazon gets more and more competitive.
Oh, definitely. Probably, especially in the really, you got to look at your margins and how competitive your niche is.
Yeah, exactly.